Hi folks, it's David Ostriker. It's Thursday, 15th of November. Parsha this week is Parsha TERUMAH. So, I'm not in the backyard today. I'm in Ami's car, heading towards Tel Aviv. So we'll do the shir on the way if you don't mind. By the way, if you're ever in Carmiel, the best driver in the town is this guy over here.
Hi.
And he's more than a driver. He's really like, truth is, teaching me a lot about Carmiel and a bit of Hebrew too. Things like Sababa and Vayah. I'm learning those things. But let's get to the Parsha. I'll tell a little story. There was once a child, and he was about 5-6 years old, and it was his father's birthday. And the child wanted to get his father a beautiful gift. And he asked his mother, what can I get for Papa? You know, Papa takes care of me all the time. He does everything. He creates a wonderful world for me. What is it that I can do for my father? The mother said, there's nothing you can buy that will make Papa happier than if you were to draw a picture of our family and give it to him with a hug. Why am I telling you this story about Parsha TERUMAH? Last week, in Parsha Mishpatim, we learned that God had fashioned a country for us, a land for us. And that while we're in the Midbar, in the wilderness, the promise was he would take us to this place. Not just a piece of land, but one that had been fashioned like out of, metaphorically with the hands of God, Yad Hashem. Now what happens in this week's Parsha? In this week's Parsha, God tells us that we should build the Mishkan. Why? He says, build for me a Mishkan that I can dwell in them. Not in it, in them. So God creates a land for us, but we create a Mishkan for Him. And it begins by saying those people who have a good heart who wish to participate can give towards the Mishkan. Did God need us to build a place for Him? God made a decision, like the mother made a decision. There's nothing you can buy for Papa. It's his money you're buying it with. The mother was saying, do something for Papa. Be involved with it. That's what Papa wants. And so it was when Hashem said, build for me a Mishkan. Which, by the way, brings us to a very interesting question. The Mishkan, and later the temple that stood in Yerushalayim, and the second temple that stood in Yerushalayim, the Mikdash. What of the third one? There is a Gemara that says that the third one will descend from heaven. But I think that that's not likely. I think that the third Beis Hamikdash, like the previous ones and like the Mishkan, will be built by the hands of the Jewish people. Many years ago when I was in Yerushalayim, I spent time with Chaim Richman from the Temple Institute. And I asked him about these two views of how the third Mishkan will come to us. And he said to me, what mitzvah does God give us that we tell him to do? He said, build for me a Mishkan. When he tells us to wash our hands in the morning, do we say, no, you go wash your hands? No, we wash our hands in the morning. When he says, eat kosher, do we say, eat kosher for me? No, we eat kosher. And so it is with this too. Now, I understand where it came from, because for 2,000 years, it was actually unimaginable that a Mikdash could be built, the third Beis Hamikdash could be built It was unimaginable without a miracle. And when the third Beis Mikdash is built, God willing, it'll be in our lifetime. I promise you it will be a miracle. But it won't be the miracle of descending from the sky. It will be the miracle that our grandparents and great-grandparents could never have imagined. That there will be an Israel that will have Jewish sovereignty. That there will be an Israel that will be a refuge to Jews everywhere in the world. That Yerushalayim will be the capital of that Israel. Who could imagine it? And yet, we're driving through it right now. You may see it in the back window. Right? It's a vibrant, exciting country, a democracy, a country that was unimaginable 100 years ago. And when that Mikdash is built, it will indeed be miraculous, because it is built by the hands of the Jewish people. And just like that father was delighted when the child gave him the picture that he had drawn of the family, so it is that Hashem will be joyous with us. With that thought, I want to wish you a Chodesh Tov. It's Rosh Chodesh Adar, a time when our simcha increases. It should be for all of you, and a good Shabbos. Bye-bye.